Hello everyone, welcome back to Ethereal Guidance. I hope you all are doing well. In today's pick a card reading, we are going to be getting love messages specifically for all of my singles out there. So we're going to see what messages you need to hear regarding your love life at this time. So I have 3 groups for you to choose from. We have group number 1 with the rose quartz dragon necklace, group 2 with the rose quartz crystal, and group 3 with the rose quartz pendulum. Feel free to pause the video if you need more time to meditate on the piles. As always, the timestamps are in the description box below, and I will see you all in your readings. Hi pile 1, if you chose the rose quartz dragon necklace, then this is going to be your reading where we're going to get love messages that you need to hear at this time. So we're going to place your oracle cards to the side, and we're going to start off with your tarot. And very quickly, while I'm shuffling, I just wanted to say thank you for all of the continued love and support on the channel. It really does mean a lot to me. And if you haven't already, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to drop a like on the video if you enjoyed the reading. It's the easiest way to support the channel, and it lets me know that you enjoyed the reading. So let's go ahead and see what messages you need to hear regarding your love life at this time. Spirit, please tap me into the collective energy of pile 1. What does pile 1 need to know at this time regarding their love life? Love messages for pile 1, please, Spirit. What does pile 1 need to know? Okay. So we have the Hierophant. I love that this card is popping out for you, pile 1, because this card speaks of commitment. Okay, this is literally like a card of marriage. So this is a great way to start your reading here. Let's see what else Spirit for pile 1. Love messages that pile 1 needs to hear. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And we have the 5 of Wands. Okay, pile 1. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Wands. That's really, really nice. And under that, the 6 of Wands. Okay. So pile number 1, first thing that I can tell you is that obviously we're doing a reading for singles here. So whether or not you're like single and possibly dealing with someone on the side, or maybe you have a crush on someone, regardless of any of those nuances here, I feel like there is a strong new beginning that is kind of brewing under the surface for you in regards to your love life here. And with that Ace of Wands, this is a new, fiery, passionate beginning here. And going back to that Hierophant card, like I said, this is a card of commitment. This is a card of marriage. It's also a very traditional kind of a card, or kind of an energy here. So some of you may actually be looking for like a traditional partnership. And when I say traditional, I'm really just kind of meaning monogamy. It doesn't have to necessarily be referencing traditional gender roles, although it could be, but I'm mostly just feeling like this is specifically about monogamy here. I'm also kind of feeling like there's a message coming through about you, and what you're putting your energy and your focus into at this time here. I'm kind of getting this feeling of Spirit wanting you to kind of just take a step back from, well, with this 5 of Wands, this is competition. So it kind of feels like either competition or feeling like you need to up-level yourself in certain ways in order to feel worthy of love. I feel like Spirit is wanting you to take a step back from that kind of an energy or kind of a mindset and just take things a little bit slower right now with this Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a very slow-moving knight. He's very, very practical. He takes he takes his steps like very, very slowly. You know, it's one step at a time with the Knight of Pentacles. And I kind of feel like that's what Spirit is wanting you to kind of bring into your life a little bit more. I'm kind of feeling like a lot of you are probably really career focused with that Eight of Pentacles. Just climbing that corporate ladder, you know, doing what you got to do, hustling, making your money, and that's all fine and dandy. But I kind of feel like Spirit is wanting you to kind of just slow things down a little bit and just take a step back, relax. And I kind of feel like this is Spirit saying, you need to kind of rest a little bit before this new beginning is coming in for you with that Ace of Wands, because wand energy, very fiery, very passionate, very consuming energy, right? So I kind of feel like Spirit is wanting you to just take a step back, relax a little bit, slow down from hustle culture a little bit, and just kind of rejuvenate yourself before this new beginning comes in for you, because I do see that there's something brewing under the surface, and I feel like it is this Hierophant. It is marriage, commitment. Obviously, not all of you may want marriage, but I feel like for the Hierophant to come out here, many of you probably do want marriage. But at the very least, this is commitment. This is monogamy. And with the Hierophant, it's a very spiritual card. So I feel like this is a spiritual union that is getting ready to enter your life, pile one. But there needs to be room. You know, I feel like a lot of you are spending a lot of time probably on career, like I said, climbing that corporate ladder, or just, you know, climbing towards success, which is fantastic. But you have to make room. You know, you have to make room for another person to share your life with. And I think that's the reason why Spirit is wanting you to kind of slow down a little bit and just get yourself ready. You know, get yourself ready for this higher level commitment and this soul level connection that I feel is coming in for you. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards now. So you guys have let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. So it's very interesting that this card comes out for you, pile one, because I kind of feel like with this Five of Wands energy, this is a very competitive card. Like I said, it feels like you trying to win at all costs, you know, and I feel like a lot of you are probably really like go-getters, and you're very tenacious and very courageous, and those are all very, very good qualities. But with that kind of way of being, or that mentality, there tends to be a little bit of like wanting to control things, right? Because you're wanting to reach a certain goal. And I mean, you kind of have to be in control in certain ways, especially when we're talking about career. But Spirit is specifically saying, when it comes to your love life, to let go of control issues and allow things to unfold naturally. This isn't something that you have to force, okay? This is something that is just going to essentially fall into your lap in a lot of ways. I don't think you're going to have to go out of your way to try and make this happen, to try and bring in this commitment. I feel like this is something that is going to find its way to you, but you also have to learn to slow down a little bit and to just take every day, one day at a time, and to just allow life to flow as it's meant to. I think this is something that some of you may struggle with, and so I think Spirit is just wanting to highlight this for you, pile number one, to let go of control issues and allow this beautiful connection that is brewing under the surface to basically fall into your lap. And we also have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So some of you may need to release yourself from an ex-partner here. That might not resonate for all of you, but for some of you, there may be an ex-person that you are needing to release yourself from. It could be that you're possibly going back and forth with this person, trying to potentially make things work again, or maybe this is someone that's just always on your mind, and Spirit is saying it's time to release this person. It's time to clear your energy to make room for the new. And like I said, I feel like this new person, this new energy is someone that has the potential to be a spouse or someone that you're with long term with that Hierophant. This feels like a higher level connection. So You have to make space for this person to come in, by releasing any past people, exes, and allowing things to just unfold as they're meant to. Pile number 1. So you guys also have Buffalo with abundance. Abundance and liberation are finally on the way. It comes to you now to remind you of the amazing manifesting power of gratitude. You will always have plenty when you express gratitude to every part of creation. That's fantastic. So I actually kind of feel like this is referencing both your love life and quite literally like financial abundance. Like I said, I feel like a lot of you are some hard workers with that 8 of Pentacles. A lot of you have been spending a lot of time on career and, like I said, climbing that corporate ladder or just reaching your business goals, career goals, financial goals. So I do feel like there is a lot of abundance headed to you, or headed your way. And I also feel like in regards to your love life, there is a lot of abundance coming to you as well. Once again, we have that Ace of Wands, which is indicative of a new, fiery, passionate beginning, and like I've been saying with the Hierophant, this is marriage, this is commitment. And I feel like this is a spiritual connection that's trying to come in here. So yeah, you do have a lot of abundance on its way to you. And it's because you are a master manifester. You've been manifesting this. Whether you realize it or not, this is something that you have been manifesting and it is coming for you. And we also have Bear with strength. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you are very, very strong, capable individuals. It says the bear symbolizes a strong source of support in times of difficulty and adversity. It may be time for you to stand up for your beliefs or your truth. With strength and confidence, you are free to roam at will and follow your path. Okay. What I'm actually getting with the bear here is I feel like a lot of you are naturally just very, very strong individuals. Okay. I feel like you're just such a capable person. I feel like you're probably very independent in a lot of ways, and you're just a hard worker. And I feel like, when it comes to being very independent and just being a very hard worker, going back to that control, it's natural to be the one that's wanting to be in control of everything. You wanting to control your career and your goals, you wanting to control how things play out in your love life. And I feel like this is once again Spirit highlighting you needing to release any kind of control surrounding your love life. Don't try and control how or when you're going to meet someone. Just allow it to happen. Just allow it to be organic, because I think that's what's going to happen. I think this is going to be a very organic thing that just unfolds so beautifully. It's almost like, I was going to say a Hallmark movie. Hallmark movies are kind of funny, but it's just something that, it's like a book, it's just something that just unfolds naturally and organically, and it's not forced. So I feel like that's once again just highlighting the need for you to release control. Yes, you're a very strong, independent person, and that's a beautiful thing. But for you to make space for this person to come in, it is important for you to just allow things to unfold naturally, to attract this person in, and to basically have your aura and your energy open for this person to come into your life here. And I'm also getting the message that you have been alone long enough. So in the sense that this person that is coming in for you is someone that you are going to be able to lean on. Okay. And it may be the case that for some of you, you have been in past relationships with people who you weren't really able to lean on in times of adversity. It could be that you had to be the one that always had to put on the brave face and be the strong one. And now Spirit is saying it's your turn to be able to lean on someone else. And that might be a difficult change because, like I said, you may have been very used to being the strong one. So I think, going back to that letting go of control issues, it's about letting your guard down and about letting someone in that is really here to support you and help you, so that you don't have to be so strong all the time, you know? So that's also a message that I was getting. So we're going to take a look at your last oracle card here. And you guys have the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. That's great. That's actually really, really great. The answers you need are coming. So I feel like specifically for those of you who are possibly dealing with another person, especially if this is an ex, I feel like the answers you need are quite literally coming for you to clear your energy. I feel like this is referring to closure for those of you where this is an ex person that you're needing to clear away, that you're needing to release yourself from. And then for others of you, I feel like I'm getting the message, everything's going to make sense very, very soon. I'm not getting much more than that, because once again, I feel like Spirit is wanting you to allow things to unfold organically and naturally. And in order for you to do that, you can't know too much, but I just heard it'll all make sense very soon. So the answers you need are coming in regards to your love life. And I feel like this is just referencing that things are going to start happening and moving in your 3D. It's not going to just be an energetic thing, because like I said, I feel like something's been brewing under the surface. This is kind of like an energetic thing that's been happening, that you've been manifesting. And I feel like the answers you need are coming are just kind of like things starting to finally happen in the 3D very, very soon. And it's all going to kind of make sense and tie in together here. So that is all I'm seeing for you today. Pile 1, I do hope this reading was helpful and that it resonated for you. If it did, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye! Hi Pile 2, if you chose this rose quartz, then this is going to be your reading, where we're going to be getting love messages that you need to hear right now. So we are going to start off by placing your oracle cards to the side, and we're going to start with your tarot. And very quickly while I'm shuffling, I just wanted to say thank you, thank you, thank you for all of the continued love and support. It really means a lot to me. And if you haven't already, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to drop a like on the video if you enjoyed this reading. It's the easiest way to support the channel, and it lets me know that you enjoyed the reading. So let's get into this Pile 2. And let's see what you need to know about your love life at this time. Spirit, please tap me into the collective energy of Pile 2. What does Pile 2 need to know regarding their love life at this time, please? Love messages for Pile 2, please. What does Pile 2 need to know about their love life? Can't lie, I'm feeling like stagnant energy with the shuffling. Let's see, what does Pile 2 need to know? So we have the Six of Swords, the High Priestess, the Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. Okay. Yeah. So what I was first off feeling, Pile 2, was a sense of like a stagnant energy when I was shuffling the cards. Like it seemed like the cards were kind of hesitant to come out at first. So I kind of feel like for possibly many of you here, your love life has been stagnant for a little bit. Or like things haven't, like even if you've been dating around, it kind of feels like things haven't really gone anywhere. You know what I mean? It just feels very kind of stuck and stagnant. Good news is, excuse me, good news is, if that is the case for you, we have the Eight of Wands here, which is very much the opposite of stagnation. This is about fast forward movement. So I feel like there is going to be some movement happening here in your love life very, very soon. But I was also picking up the message here, and this may not resonate for everyone, but I was getting the sense that you may be a very like protective person. Like you're very protective of yourself, of your space, of your energy. And it's possible that this is because you've been cheated on in the past, or there's been like third party in the past. And so naturally you have these walls up. For others of you, you just may be naturally very protective of yourself, okay? That's pretty normal to be protective of yourself and your energy. But in that, kind of protective space of the Seven of Wands, you do kind of block out potential suitors that could actually be very good for you, and it does kind of create a little bit of stagnation. But the good news is, like I said, there is this energy kind of headed your way, and I feel like with this Six of Swords energy, this is about the calm after the storm. The worst part is over, is what I'm hearing. The worst part is over. The relationships or the situationships or the people that you've been dealing with in the past may have put you through the ringer pile too. You may have been put in some really, really tough situations in the past, and this doesn't even have to be recent past. This could have been like years ago, right? For others of you, this could have been more recent, of dealing with possibly like cheating, infidelity, or just toxic people and situations. But like I said, the good news is the worst part is over with that Six of Swords, and you are headed into calm, smooth, easygoing waters, okay? And I feel like you are attracting in someone who is wanting to build with you, who is wanting to grow with you. And I feel like what's happening is you are at the stage of connecting with someone on an energetic level. Okay, I feel like there's a lot of energy exchange happening between you and a potential suitor. And like I said, I feel like this is someone that is going to really want to build and really want to grow with you. And you're literally connecting with this person in the 5D. Okay, so for those of you who are very spiritual and like very tapped in to your higher self, you may be getting messages from this person on an energetic level. You may be seeing this person in your dreams. This person may be sending you like signs and synchronicities. I'm hearing 888. The angel number 888 may be significant for some of you. If you see 888, that is a sign specifically coming from this person that you're connecting with on an energetic level in the 5D here. So I feel like energetically, things are starting to move, things are starting to progress for you. But I do feel like a lot of you are still very like protective, and you have your walls up. And I think eventually, things will kind of solidify and come into the 3D here. But first, you're currently in this connection phase, and it almost kind of feels like for some of you, even like opening up to the possibility of connecting with another person again. Like you're having to go through that process mentally preparing yourself to let your guard down, and mentally preparing yourself to give another person a chance and to be vulnerable again. I feel like some of you are kind of mentally preparing yourselves right now, and it's kind of happening because you're energetically connecting with this person that is coming in next for you here in the 3D. But I just feel like a lot of you needed to hear the worst part is over. Those toxic connections, those like twin flame type connections where it's just, it's tough, man. It is tough. Those connections where you're having to constantly learn all of these lessons in the craziest ways, they're done. Okay, they're over, and I feel like it's time. I feel like you need to hear that it's now time for you to bring in a partner that is actually here to bring in peace and stability. Okay, this is not someone who is here to teach you another lesson. You know what I mean? So that is what I'm seeing with your tarot so far. And I didn't even show you guys the Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Okay, I feel like this is your person. This person may be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or you may be. And this is a new person. This is a new person coming in, okay? So let's go ahead and get into your oracle cards now. Look at that. Oh my goodness, pile number 2. calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. That's beautiful. Yes, you are calling in your soulmate, and I feel like you're connecting with this person, with your soulmate energetically right now. And you're getting like signs and synchronicities from this person, and it's like the two of you are already in communication in the 5D. Like, for sure, you're already in communication. So yeah, you're calling in your soulmate here. And this is something that I feel like you're so deserving of, because I feel like you have probably been through a lot of tumultuous relationships in the past, or have just dealt with a lot of toxic people in the past, pile too. So I love this for you. We also have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay, so for those of you who are religious or spiritual, I feel like your soulmate that you're calling in is going to share the same beliefs as you. This may not apply to all of you. You may not be spiritual or religious, and if not, that's okay. Just disregard this message. But for those of you who are, I feel like Spirit just wants you to know that the person that you are connecting with, your soulmate, does share the same religious or spiritual practices and beliefs as you do. And I mean, you're soulmates, so it kind of makes sense. But also, if that's not the case, I just feel like this is Spirit kind of reiterating excuse me, reiterating the spiritual nature of this connection. This is your soulmate, so obviously you're very spiritually connected to this person, and you are already connected to this person in the 5D. You're already communicating with this person in the 5D here, so very, very beautiful. And it could even be like you may share like literally the same like religious upbringing as your soulmate that's coming in. So even if, say, you were raised in a certain religion, but you decided to leave that religion when you became an adult, it may be the same case for your soulmate. Like they grew up in the same religion and chose to leave. It could even be something like that for some of you as well. Excuse me, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm gonna take a quick drink of my water because my throat is just going crazy right now. Okay. Sorry about that, pile two. So we're going to get into your other oracle cards here. We have Elephant with forgiveness. If you are feeling angry about a past issue, the elephant is asking you to discover the more vulnerable feelings behind that anger. You are being asked to forgive and be gentle with others. Okay. So I actually feel like this is really tying into that protective energy that I was picking up on with that 7 of Wands. I feel like a lot of you are in like protective mode. You have your walls up, you're very guarded, and it's because of potentially very hurtful, toxic relationships or relationship that you have gone through in the past here. So with forgiveness here, I feel like this is about releasing any anger that you may have, or any resentment that you may have towards a certain person or a certain situation that you may have gone through. And it's about also forgiving yourself as well. Some of you may just struggle a lot with regret and beating yourself up about making certain decisions in the past and thinking like, dang, like I was stupid for making that decision. And it's like, no, you weren't stupid. You just had to learn certain lessons, like we all do. Like you live and you learn. That's literally how it works, So I feel like Spirit is wanting you to forgive yourself and forgive the person. And in that, I will say, depending on the actual situation that you may have gone through, because if this person was abusive in any way to you, I feel like you have every right to, feel the way that you do. But it's not about, holding on to that. It's about releasing that so that you can move forward to open up to your soulmate that you're calling in here. So I just wanted to say that because like you're fully entitled to feel the way that you do. but you're not meant to harbor that for the rest of your life, you know, and you're not meant to be closed off and be guarded for the rest of your life, because then you just end up blocking your blessings. So it's really about forgiving yourself. Number one, forgive yourself. If you beat yourself up for making certain decisions in the past, there's literally nothing you can do about it other than learn and move forward. And if you can, forgive the situation. If you can't forgive the person, forgive the situation and allow yourself to move forward here. Okay, so we also have Crow with transition. Yeah. Which part of your life is or may be going through a transition? Maybe you are changing relationships, careers, or cities. Whatever it is, the Crow is signaling that you are ready to make the change. Look at that. Yeah, you're currently, I just feel it, pile 2. You are in a transition right now in regards to your love life, and it is because you are calling in your soulmate. You're connecting with your soulmate in the 3D, or not in the 3D, in the 5D. You will be connecting with your soulmate here in the 3D at some point, you know, but I feel like you're currently in this transition as you're connecting with your soulmate, and you're forgiving yourself, and you're forgiving your past situations, and you're learning to let your walls down and be vulnerable with yourself. And that way you can, you know, let someone else come in and be vulnerable with this person, with this soulmate that is coming in. And this is the transition that you're going through right now. So, yeah. And it could even be that some of you are going through other transitions as well, such as career or moving. That could also be playing a part, but I just feel like this is mainly referring to, like, literally your love life. You are going through a transitional period here where you're connecting with your soulmate. So we're going to take a look at your last oracle card here, and look at that. A new romantic cycle begins with new moon in Libra. I mean, I feel like that really speaks for itself. Pile 2, a new romantic cycle is beginning for you, and that is the transition that's currently occurring for you. I think that's really beautiful, and I love, like, the scales. Obviously the scales are like symbolic of, like, Libra and all that, but I just feel like this is really kind of referring to how this connection that you're calling in is so well balanced. It's like not one side is tipped more than the other. Like, this is your equal that you are calling in. This is your soul mate, you know? So I think that's really, really beautiful. I think that's a great message to end this reading off on. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it here for you, pile 2. I do hope that this reading was helpful and that it resonated for you. If it did, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye. Hi, pile 3. If you chose the rose quartz pendulum, then this is going to be your reading, where we're looking at love messages that you need to hear at this time. So we're going to place your oracle cards to the side, and we're going to actually start off with your tarot. And while I'm shuffling, I just wanted to say thank you for all of the continued love and support on the channel. It really, really means a lot to me. And if you haven't already, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to drop a like on the video if you enjoyed today's reading. It's the easiest way to support the channel, and it lets me know that you enjoyed the reading. So let's get into this, pile 3. Spirit, can you please tap me into the collective energy of pile 3, please? Love messages for pile 3. What does pile 3 need to know about their love life at this time? For pile 3, please. So we have the 8 of Swords. We have the Sun. We have the 3 of Swords. Okay. I'm hearing there's beauty all around you. We have the Page of Wands, and we have the Knight of Wands. Okay. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. I love that. Okay. So pile number 3, I was hearing when the sun popped out, I was hearing there's beauty all around you. So I will say a lot of you are probably feeling really stuck, really trapped. Love life may feel a little bit stagnant as well. And it may also be that some of you may have just recently gone through a breakup or a separation. Three of Swords is indicative of heartbreak and pain, right? So it's very interesting. 8 of Swords, 3 of Swords here. I feel like a lot of you are kind of processing pain. Now, if this isn't a breakup, this could just be pain that you're having to kind of work through within yourself. But I was hearing there's beauty all around you, which is very interesting. And what I'm kind of getting right now, pile number 3, is not necessarily like a big love message. I feel like Spirit is wanting you to get out and have more fun. Like that's what I'm hearing. You need to get out of your head and you need to go out into the world and have fun. Okay. Page of Wands and Knight of Wands energy are those both very, very fun, spontaneous, energetic, passionate energies. And I mean, the sun, it's the most positive card in the deck. I love that card coming out. But with it being in between the 8 of Swords and the 3 of Swords, it feels like it's like your happiness is being kind of clouded by negative energy, by heartbreak and sadness and overthinking and anxiety. And it just feels like Spirit is wanting you to go out and have more fun, get out of your head a little bit, having fun, especially if you're going through a breakup and you're trying to navigate the pain associated with that. I feel like Spirit is wanting you to just get out of your head and just get into the world and have fun, experience life. And I feel like even if you're not going through a breakup, the message is still the same. You need to go out and experience life and stop wallowing in your sorrow so much. Yes, I know when you're navigating pain and heartbreak and things like that, you do have to sit in it, right, to release it eventually. But you can't do that all the time because then you're just creating more blocks for yourself. So I feel like the main message that I'm seeing so far is that you need to get out and you need to have more fun. You need to be more spontaneous. You need to enjoy all the other aspects of life. Not everything is about romantic love. Yes, we all want romantic love. Like that's just, it's human nature, right? And I will say, I feel like there is, the potential for a new connection because we do have that Ace of Cups, which is about new beginnings, right? But underneath that is the Devil, which is indicating that there's stuck energy. Okay, there's something stuck here, and I think it has a lot to do with the fact that you're not experiencing life the way that you are meant to be experiencing life. You're not having enough fun. Pile 3. You're sitting in your mind, you're creating a mental prison, you're wallowing in your sorrow, and you're creating more blockages for yourself by doing that. Now, I will also say I'm getting the message that by you enjoying your life and living life to the fullest, that is what brings in the love that you are looking for. You are going to most likely meet a potential suitor at a time when you are just enjoying your life, when you're doing what you love, when you're doing what you're passionate about, when you are just filling your own cup. That is most likely going to be the time when you meet your person, or I will say a potential suitor. Okay. But it's really just about you getting out of your head and getting into your heart in a way, and just doing what feels good, doing what excites you, and just experiencing all the beautiful aspects of life and all that life has to offer. Because like I said, it's not all about, romantic connections. There's also friendships, and there's family connections, and there's hobbies, and there's passions, and there's all these other aspects of life that we get to explore as human beings. And I feel like Spirit is wanting you to not forget that by, like I said, wallowing in your sorrow and creating a mental prison for yourself by overthinking and causing yourself all this extra stress and anxiety. And, once again, I do want to reiterate that if you are someone that's, going through a breakup and you're trying to grieve that end of the relationship and you're trying to navigate that pain, yes, it is so vitally important that you sit in it, because that's the only way that you're going to release it. Like, you have to move through it in order to release it, but you're not meant to stay there, So what I'm feeling like is, for some of you, it could be that you've been sitting in this energy for too long. You've been wallowing in your sorrow for too long, and now it's time for you to find your happiness again and to find your joy again. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing so far with your tarot here. But like I said, the good news is, like that Ace of Cups, there is love for you. Okay, I do want to say that there is love for you. It's just you have to stop creating blockages for yourself by creating a mental prison for yourself. Okay, you need to go out and have more fun and experience life again. So we're going to get into your oracle cards now. So you guys have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. I love that. Okay. So this could even just be indicating that right now, you might be called to just have more fun in terms of romantic connections. Like, you may be someone who's really like wanting long-term commitment. You may even be someone who has only had like long-term relationships for some of you. And I feel like what Spirit is saying is like, it's okay to have like a fling, I kind of feel like that's what Spirit is saying. Or like, it's okay to like flirt a little bit, even if it's not gonna like go anywhere long term. Like, it's okay to do that. And also, for some, not all of you, it could be that you're wanting to explore your sexuality a little bit, seeing who you're attracted to. That is also something, if that applies to you, that is also something that Spirit is wanting you to do. That's part of you exploring all of the aspects and facets of life. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. And I think Spirit is wanting you to do that more often. Also, not just in love, but just in like every aspect. If you're feeling called to do something or try something, do that. Try that thing. That's why you kind of feel guided towards it, because you're meant to try it. You're meant to experience certain things. So I think Spirit just kind of wanted to, give you a friendly reminder. You guys also have children. Your love life is being affected by children. Okay, so some of you may have children. With the Page of Wands here, your children or your child may be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Obviously, they don't have to be, and obviously you don't have to have children. It could be that maybe you want children in the future. For those of you who have children, it could be that you kind of put your love life on the back burner in certain ways because you have children, and your children are your priority. And I think Spirit is just wanting you to remember that you have to live your life too. And obviously I know that's not always easy as a parent. That's definitely not always the easiest thing, but when you can, have fun, allow yourself to go on little dates and experience the joys and thrills of life. So yeah, the children thing is not going to resonate for all of you, but that is there. Okay, we also have Wolf with inner strength. You may be facing a challenge you feel less than prepared for. This is a reminder that you have all the tools in your spiritual treasure chest to handle this effectively. Take a step back and try to take a look at it with fresh eyes. Okay. Wolf with inner strength. I feel like this has a lot to do with that Three of Swords energy, because this is heartbreak, this is pain, sadness, grief, right? And I feel like, once again, Spirit is just saying, like, you have the strength to overcome this. You have the inner strength. You have all of your spiritual tools in your little chest, right, to handle this and to move through this gracefully, okay? And I feel like when Spirit is saying, take a step back and try to take a look at it with fresh eyes, I feel like in order for you to do that, you are going to have to start doing things that excite you and that bring you true happiness and joy. Okay? Once you start doing things and experiencing things that you really, really love and that really light you up, you're going to see things from a whole new perspective, you know? It's just going to change how you view things. And so part of you moving through this pain so that you can release it is by you experiencing your happiness and your joy again, by you intentionally doing things that bring you happiness and joy. And I know it's not always the easiest thing. You know, it's easier said than done a lot of times, but just try. You have the strength to do this, pile 3. You just need to know that you have the strength to do this. This sadness, this pain, this grief is not the end for you. This is not the end all be all for you. Okay, and I feel like some of you probably need to hear that. You have the strength to move through this. You will move through this. This is not the end for you, okay? I know sometimes it may feel like it, but it's not. And there's so much happiness and joy in the world that is just waiting for you, and you just need to tap into it, pile 3. So you guys also have Turtle with calm. The turtle wisdom teaches us about walking our path in peace and sticking to it with determination and serenity. You may be encouraged to take a break from your busy life and look around or within you for more grounded, long-lasting solutions. I like that. So I feel like this is about really calming the mental clutter that's going on. I feel like this is really referring to that 8 of Swords energy where you're creating a mental prison for yourself and you're overthinking and you're causing yourself stress and anxiety as you're trying to navigate this heartbreak, this pain, this sadness. Spirit is wanting you to try and calm your mind down, calm the mental chatter down. Excuse me, pile 3. And I feel like the easiest way that you're going to be able to do this is by experiencing joy and happiness, right? Doing the things that light you up, that give you a sense of joy, a sense of peace even, or a sense of purpose is really what I was trying to say. Doing, like, being creative or just doing things that make you happy. And it could be little things, you know, like it could literally just be like waking up in the morning and making yourself a cup of tea, you know. I'm just using that as an example because I do that every morning. Every single morning I wake up and I make myself a hot cup of tea, and it is like, for some reason it brings me so much joy and peace and calmness and serenity. So it can be just like small little things even, and then you can work your way up to bigger things. But yes, Spirit is wanting you to try and calm the mental chatter down. Try and just woosah, you know, take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. Try and do things that for you. Try and do things that bring you happiness and joy. Pile 3. So we're going to take a look at your last card here. And you guys have, of course, meditate and contemplate new moon in Pisces. You guys might be Pisces or like have water in your chart. Obviously you don't have to. I kind of feel like a lot of you probably feel your emotions really intensely. So it can be kind of hard to break out of like a negative mind cycle. But with meditate and contemplate here, this is just reiterating what I was just saying about calming the mental chatter down, just trying to center yourself, meditate and contemplate. Maybe try and think through things more logically rather than emotionally. That might help as well. Pile number 3, as you're navigating this sadness and this heartbreak. But I just feel like Spirit is just wanting you to just calm yourself down mentally and try and find peace within yourself. Pile number 3, meditate and contemplate. Try and find a sense of balance within yourself, and this is the only way that you're going to allow yourself, or the only way that you're going to be able to move forward, so that you can stop creating blockages for yourself. Because there are other people out there, there are love opportunities out there for you, but you have to stop blocking yourself. So that is what I'm seeing for you today, pile number 3. I do hope that this reading was helpful and that it resonated for you. If it did, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!